It's Brian, your, call me creative A-liner guy. I got a video that I'm putting together today that I think will help people out with a problem that I've experienced. I need to cover my A-liner. I store it outside and I store it with it open. I need a cover on it. I have some little small cracks in my back window. I've tried sealing them with Tollies, but if I leave it out, I will get some small leaks inside, and I want to prevent weathering. So I'm going to show you today a second generation frame that I've put over it to actually create the cover. It doesn't scrape the windows, it doesn't touch the windows at all, it leaves movement for air underneath. This is my Aliner Expedition. This is a 2007, and it's actually in pretty good shape. I did mention I have a leak which I think is coming through the rear bubble window, but other than that, it's pretty tight. I've replaced the seals, done a few things with some caulking to help as well. Keep any water out of it, because as you all know, if you own one of these things, you don't want springs busting out the rear. So here's where I've got these small, very, very small cracks in the back here. And like I said, I've attempted to use the Tollies to fill the cracks and stop the leak. But when it rains hard, and I'm here in Texas, it rains hard, and I will get some leakage through there. So here's what I've done. This, as I said, is a second generation frame for a tarp cover that I use. I made it originally out of 3/4 PVC Schedule 40. That proved not to be heavy enough to keep from bending and for long-term use. This is 1 1/4 inch, and all I've done to make it simpler is build a 3-piece frame that fits nicely onto the front panel and back panel. The front panel, this is the center. I figured a better way to keep everything in place was to build a piece that goes on the very top, which is the peak of the A-liner. And lastly, this is the piece that goes on the back panel. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the trailer and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here you go. Very easy, just a couple minutes to go ahead and put those 3 pieces up. But as you can see, I've got the top piece. It just straddles the peak of the roof and gives me plenty of clearance over the vents. And the second piece in the front panel, which fits nicely into the grips. And then this is the back. So here's how that fits down. I've used the rear bumper as the holding point for those. I want to make sure I can cover this back window with the tarp fully, and it just fits real nicely over that window with clearance between the window itself and the frame. So that's pretty much it. It's simple, and I'll put the tarp on it and show you what that looks like when it's covered and how really simple that is as well. If you want to know some specs, just comment below and I'll try and get those on there as quick as I can. A few still pictures will be up there as well for you, and you can probably figure it out for yourself.